Shed's all cleaned out. Got that one there, still need to prep that one up. Get some epoxy on that, but that can just stay like that for a while. Got these guards, they're for the ute. It's got a few little, I can see that, but there's a few little black, that's just the black resto finish primer underneath. So I've got to get a little bit of grey primer on those. And then these are ready for a wet rub. All the insides have been done. Alrighty, that's that bit done. So I just gave them 3 good coats of primer, just over the little rub throughs that I had. I ended up putting them down this end of the shed just because if there's any sort of overspray circulating, there's going to be less chances of it being back here because that's right near the inlet. So basically you spray here and it's just going to travel back to the exhaust. So in case anyone was wondering. Primer went on pretty nice. Had that reduced to I think 20 or 30%, so it went down pretty silky. Yeah, so that shouldn't be too hard to give an 800 wet rub now. Bit of a soft edge on these, so there's not a big hard build up of paint. See? No big hard edges, even if there is a little bit of overspray on the tape and the paper, so just another thing to help myself later on. So it's a new day, going to be doing some wet rubbing. Here's the blocks that I'll be using. Durablock, and then just some of these smaller foam ones. These might all look the same, but this one's a little bit more stiff than, say, the one at this end. So yeah, they're sort of just varying in thick, well, not thickness, but sort of just strength. But yeah, I'll just be using those with some 800 on the wet rub. And yeah, that's about all I can say about that. It's pretty straightforward, just blocking up primer smooth, not really doing any refinements or anything like that. It's just getting a consistent 800 scratch over the whole panel, making sure everything's smooth, and that's about it. Guards have just been left to dry for a while. Sort of blew everything out the best I could. Gave them a good clean down. Blew out all the trestles. That's just pole noodle in case you're wondering. Now they're ready for a bit of a mask, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can get some colour on. Not quite sure how I'm going to mask these off yet, but I've got a little bit of an idea. I've got this one masked up. Better look on this side. Might look a little bit ugly, but should be right. Not so worried about that because I think I'm going to run another piece of paper this way and I'll hang it back over the other way of the trestles, so not too concerned about that. Got the tape peeled back on that so it won't leave a big edge. It's getting there. I don't know how well I'll be able to do the next one because I think I might have flicked it on this side, but we'll see. Well, it's finally paint day. Got the guards all masked up. Just got to wet the floor down. I got some white base coat. It's just the leftover paint I had for the tray. I've got a few little cut throughs on the guards. Back down to the black resto finish primer, so I'm going to spot those in before I put any yellow base coat down. But yeah, it's all pretty well ready to go. I've got to wet the shed out, put water on the floor and suit up, and yeah, we're ready to go. So very exciting. As you can see, I've got the guards all laid out. They're all cleaned. I'll give them a bit of a microfiber cloth with some air, just to sort of get any little bits that are sort of left lingering around on the panel. They've all been prep sealed down, that sort of thing. It's just, yeah, there might be a little bit of like dust or lint on them. But yeah, like I said, I've got a few little cut throughs, like there's one back here, not sure if you can see that. A few little, like just on the wheel arch lip, there's one little just there, but it's very minor stuff. This car will have wheel arch mouldings on it anyway, but yeah, just to make sure that there's definitely the right colour in those areas, I'll just blow a little bit of white base coat on them because white will cover the black a little bit easier than what the yellow will. You guys have probably seen me from my other videos. The yellow is very transparent. Like it's crazy just how transparent this yellow is. But anyway, I'll stop rambling and I'll suit up, wet the floor down, and I'll start getting some colour on. Base coat's all on, clears in the gun. Probably just give these another maybe 5 minutes. Still got to tack rag these. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I reckon. Like, she's all ready to go. Obviously got to wet the floor down again, but yeah, it's coming around. 3 coats are clear on these. Come up looking all right. Certainly not perfect. I ended up getting a few little runs just on the front of the guards. I think just because the guards are angling up, I think I might have just gone a little bit too heavy at the front, but not a drama. I can get those out. They're pretty mild as far as they go. So just run off the edge, just there. Not sure if you can see that one, just off the body line. But I mean, yeah, the rest of the finish on the guards, really nice. I'm quite happy with that. Sorry I didn't do any filming of the actual spraying, but kind of just wanted to get it over and done with. So I'm pointing out all the runs as well. Not looking at the good stuff, looking at the bad stuff. What I was mostly worried about was getting runs actually on the around the flutes, but they came out really nice. I mean, obviously I'm going to do blackouts on the inside of them, but yeah, no, it's all come out pretty nice, I reckon. Like, cards look pretty straight. Happy with how they blocked out. Yeah, it's just really those little buggers at the front, but like I said, that'll all get polished out. Not a drama. There's 3 coats of clear on them as well, so in case you're wondering. I use the, I'll give you a look. That's the clear I used with the normal hardener. I reduced it, I think, what was it? It was about 10 or 20%. So yeah, I wanted to get a little bit of build on them. I mean, with a HS clear coat, they're usually pretty thick anyway, but I figure on a car like this, because it will be flattened and polished, I'll probably end up rubbing a coat off, so 2 coats left will probably be enough after I polish off that 3rd coat. This is the gun that I used. It's actually a base coat gun, but I really like this. This gets material on pretty well, I reckon. And that was the gun that I used earlier for the little white spots I did. So yeah, they're really good guns. I like them. I like the DeVilbiss guns. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave these ones overnight, and yeah, I'll probably have to sort out some more trestles soon because I'm sort of running out. I've got the bonnet on one of them, and these are the only other 2 that I have. So still got to get the nose cone and the tailgate painted. Obviously the outside of the bonnet, and then after all they're done, I'll bring the shell in. So pretty exciting. Well, I think so anyway. But yeah, as far as the shed, I think these turned out pretty well. Not a whole lot of crap in them. I noticed there's a few little spots, but I think by the time the 2nd and the 3rd coat of clear went on, most of those were all pretty buried. Just had the, not sure if you can see them, there's just a little bit of a nib sort of sticking out. There was a real big one. Well, can't really see it in the camera, but it doesn't matter. There was a big one sort of right in the middle of the garden. I was a little bit worried about that because, like I said, it was the 1st coat of clear that I'd put on, and that was showing its head, and I was like, "Ooh, geez, that looks a bit ugly." But yeah, I think they're all pretty well buried out. Yeah. Anyway, I can wrap us up for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, take it easy. Cheers.